Joe, this is honestly the most interesting challenge I've ever received, okay?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Who's Joe YouTube Edition.
Who's Joe?
Who the is Joe?
Yeah. Who is Joe?
Why? No, Joe. Okay.
Bravo. That was perfect. Today I am here with Red, and why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself?
Well, hey, to introduce myself real quick, my name is Red. I've been a longtime content creator in all the social medias, and I'm also a talent producer for an award-winning production company that works really closely with YouTube, and that's what I do. Do it every single day, and I also manage a Twitch streaming team called Team Vacktor, and there is now 6 of us, 6 Vactors now, and we're growing. I guess as the year goes on, and I'm just trying my best to survive out here in the waves of content creation. But it's great to be here, Joe. I'm glad to be here with you.
It's great to have you. Now, obviously, I met you through Nick, who was on my previous staring contest video, and you knew him through Crafting Dead. So one thing I want to know is, how would Red approach a staring contest?
Well, I would approach it just the way I approach my dinner. I would look into your eyes and say, I'm going to win this thing. And then I would stare deeper and deeper and deeper into your soul until you know I've won. That's how I would do it.
Bravo. That was perfect. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to do what we've done on all the other staring contest videos. Is I'm going to ask you the first question. We're going to do our countdown. And we're going to start the staring contest when you start answering that first question. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready. Let me blink. Okay, I'm ready.
If you could collaborate with anybody in the world on anything, what would it be? Or
I would want to collaborate.
Oh, wait. Wait until the countdown.
Okay, I'm waiting for the countdown. I'm blinking a couple more times.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I would want to collab with gosh darn Mr. Beast because okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got this. I would want to collaborate.
I'll give you another shot.
Okay, you give me another try. Oh my goodness. That burns. Okay. I'm weak, Joe. I'm weak. Okay. I would want to work with Mr. Beast because he's a very interesting and creative creator. And I blinked again. Oh my goodness. How long did Nick survive, Joe?
Oh wow, this is already hard. Oh, it's tough. Oh no!
How long did he survive for? Okay. I'm gonna. Can I do this, Joe?
Sure.
Okay, I would want to work with Mr. Beast because I like to. Oh, I blinked again! I blinked again, damn it! Okay. Joe, this is honestly the most interesting challenge I've ever received, okay? I would want to work with him because he's so, I guess he's really interesting. He's far out there. He's breaking the norms of content creation and he's having a blast. He's having a blast doing it. Oh, man. Okay, and oh my goodness, how do you not blink? You haven't even blinked once, Joe. Okay. Oh man. All right. So, yeah, Mr. Beast because he breaks norms, and I would want to work with him because why? Okay, I would want to work with him because, yeah, as I said, he's breaking the norms, and it's just inspiring. It's very inspiring to see what he's doing because I wish I could do it. I just don't have the means to do something like the things he's doing. Does that make sense?
I got to say that it's inspiring to me how persistent you've been about continuing to try to do this.
This left eye is not staying open. Woo! Okay, I need a blink. Oh my goodness. Okay. Next question. I'm sorry.
It's perfectly fine. You can give up on the not blinking now.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt you.
Sounds good. Sounds fair. Oh my goodness, my eyes are watery right now. Okay.
So, as all my other viewers know, at this point, I am going to attempt to go the rest of the interview without blinking as well.
Okay. All right. I'll try my in small spurts as well.
Do whatever you feel comfortable with.
Sounds good.
So, I went back and looked at some of your earlier videos on RedVacktor.
hmm
And how did you get in touch with Barney?
Barney was a friend of a colleague, and he lived near us up where the YouTube studio I was working on, or working with. And one day he came in. He was really good friends with the owner, and they were like, "Let's throw this guy on camera." And he was a wonderful guy to work with. You know, he was someone that had been doing something else before YouTube. He was working on planes, and so to have an outside perspective and bring that person in to be a creator was so interesting because they brought so many new things to the game. Um, Whereas I had just been doing this like almost straight out of high school, so this is all I know. And so it was nice to see a new face. But yeah, that's how I met Barney. He was a friend of a colleague.
You mentioned it earlier when you were talking about yourself before. Is what is the story behind Team Vacktor?
Well, the story behind Team Vacktor is that back in high school, my roommate and I actually started RedVacktor together. I was Red, my friend was Vacktor. And then when when we went off to school and college and all that fun stuff, I just became RedVacktor. And as years went on, I kept on working for different YouTube studios and working for other YouTubers and doing my own stuff as well. And then about 2 years ago, I messaged my good friend and I said, "Hey, it's time for you to come back. Blah blah blah. Let's do this again. I mean, let's do this together again. And but you can't come back as Vacktor. I'm already RedVacktor. You got to be Blue Vacktor." And then we started growing from there. And then eventually came around Purple Vacktor. We had a Pink Vacktor for a little bit, and then now we don't have a Pink Vacktor. And then now we have a Green Vacktor, a Yellow Vacktor, and a Silver Vacktor as well, bringing us to 6. And we're looking to still grow. We're still looking to grow and put some more numbers on as the years go on. But it's still an ongoing process and a lot of things I'm learning on behind the scenes. So.
Got to say that you have one of the most soothing voices I think I've ever listened to.
Well, I appreciate it. I put a lot of money into this setup to sound good. So thank you.
Do you have plans to extend outside of Minecraft if it ever loses popularity?
Always, 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 always. It's a big thing of mine. Minecraft is my core. Minecraft is like I like to think of it of like the abs to my body. But I do so many other things outside of Minecraft. As I mentioned, I'm a talent producer for an award-winning company. Like we did things with, not to get, well, we won't get political, but I did things with Biden's campaign this year, and it was amazing. We worked with people like Jessica Alba. We worked with the Obamas and everything, and so like extrapolating everything I'm learning from Minecraft and leveraging it to go to another platform is like always been my goal. This year I worked with Amazon Prime. I was on an Amazon Prime video series called Chasing the Crown. It's very much like American Idol but for gamers, and just being able to take all the knowledge I've been learning in like the last 7 years of content creation and leveraging that into a different position, which is so important. You can't be a Minecrafter forever. You see the Minecrafters all go to the top, and they're not Minecrafters once they get to the top. There's something else. Preston Plays is a great example. A good, good connection between both of us is that Preston is a businessman, and he is a Minecrafter, and he's a strong, strong businessman. And he just released the Fire Cup coffee, and like there is always room to grow. Like, I like to think that like the people that are always like Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft. Like, I'm like, where are you going to be when you're 40? Where are you going to be when you're 50? Like, you got to go somewhere else with it. And so, I love Minecraft. I love everything it's offered me in my life. But I'm always shooting for more. I'm always shooting to get off social media platforms, and that's why I work as a producer because I like behind the scenes. I've been working with Nick behind the scenes a lot over the years, and um, yeah, I mean, there's a world outside there for Minecraft, but Minecraft is very very important, and it drives all of Team Vacktor, and it drives my creativity. It's like digital Legos, so I always come back.
Glad you mentioned Fire Cup Coffee because I just posted a video where I drove 13 hours to go to Fire Cup Coffee, and it's possible that I ended up meeting Preston and Bree in that video. So if you do watch, you're going to have to watch all the way to the end to find out whether or not I met them.
Oh, they all better be watching right now. Go watch, guys.
This video will be posted about 2 weeks after the
coffee
video, the Fire Cup Coffee video was posted. So you stream on Twitch.
Correct. Correct.
How do you decide what you're going to do on a Twitch stream?
It's a little mix of both. Now that I'm not I still consider myself a full-time streamer, even though I work a full-time job during the day, because I like to think that like I full-time work and then I always stream. I unless something else is going on behind the scenes, I'm usually streaming, and like I always like to carry both of them because there's a lot of knowledge to carry from both sides, and I kind of like play ping pong with both, like the knowledge going back and forth. But to answer your question, what do I decide to stream? It all is a mix of. I like to think that like I like to meet the audience halfway. So like a thing that I've been talking to the Vactors about as well. Like we like to think that like Minecraft is our glue, right? So I like to do Minecraft, and then to not drive myself insane, I like to do. I like to sprinkle in some other things that I like that maybe the viewers don't like so much, like Valorant, Call of Duty, Apex. These games that are harder to break out of, but I still enjoy, and I still like to play them. And so what I do is I'll do 2 to 3 hours of Minecraft and then sprinkle in something I enjoy. Um, and that just keeps everybody entertained. It keeps me entertained. I love Minecraft, but I can only play so many hours. I probably have like over like 3,000 hours on the game. Like it's ridiculous. But it's all about juggling it and finding what I'm happy about. And sometimes I don't even stream Minecraft. And sometimes I'm like, hey, you know what? We're going to do an hour Valorant stream today because it's been a busy day at work. And I just want to check up on all of you and play my games, and we'll call it for the day. And so that's how it works.
So what was the inspiration behind starting to do Avatar related content?
Well, Avatar is always, it's blowing back up right now. And I guess what really got me to do Avatar SMP and put it together for everybody was, um, I there's tons of SMPs going on right now, and they're very kind of cliquish. So like people just don't get kind of involved in them because like people want to play with their friends, and so like the cliquish thing makes sense. And so like you have a server with your friends, it's beneficial to have them with just your friends because everyone's gonna be enjoying themselves. It's more enjoyable. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to put something similar together and make it the Avatar SMP intertwine a mod that allows bending into Minecraft, add proxy chat, so it's like you're there in real life. So if you're watching the stream, if a player is 15 blocks away from me, their voice is further away, and they get closer and closer, their voice gets louder. And so we wanted to give that immersion into the world. And so I spent a lot of money actually putting Avatar SMP together for everybody because I really wanted to take SMPs to the next level. And by doing that, you had to invest some money into it. Otherwise, you were going to get lost in the waves of all the other SMPs that are out there. That's the reason why we did it.
How did you come up with the character Red, going back to Crafting Dead?
So that one was an interesting one. It was Nick and I, and we were in our apartment in Seattle, and he was just like, "Hey man, I'd love for you to work on my Crafting Dead series." And I was like, "Bro, if I'm gonna be working on your Crafting Dead series, I want to be a villain." And that was where we went. And then for some odd reason, I don't know how we got into Cannibal Land because I don't know if I would ever venture down that land ever again. But yeah, my character was a cannibal in his role play, and it was one of the better villains. And then over time I got busy with work and whatnot, so we had to like do some scheduling things, and that's where you see my character kind of like drift off. But yeah, it was kind of more like we were winging it, and I was just like I was having so much fun with the role play, and it was so much fun being the villain because like there was such a well developed world that he had. That in the end I had so much fun doing that character. It was a blast. I mean, working with like Ghetto, AK, and all those guys, Shark and Nick as well. Like it was a blast.
If Red were to be pulled out of Crafting Dead and placed in the current world of The Walking Dead,
Oof.
what role do you think he would have to play?
I think it would very much be a cult of some sort out in the woods. And I like to think that like if we like let's just say we were taking the current Walking Dead world, right? And like the group would run into this group. And I like to think it would be very much like those people that were amongst the zombies, if that makes sense, without giving away too much. I like to think that that's where Red would fit in very perfectly amongst the zombies without anyone noticing. And that would be it.
Well, I guess we've hit the point of the video where I'm going to get you to say I was not able to beat Joe in a staring contest.
No, Joe. Okay. Let me say it. Okay. Hey, everybody. It's me, Red. I was not able to beat Joe in a staring contest. He kicked my butt so bad. It hurts. It hurts. Dang it, Joe. You beat me.
Well, if it's any condolence, you are now the 26th person I've beat in a row. I am now 26-0.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I have currently gone 23 minutes without blinking.
What's the longest you've ever gone?
While recording, the longest I've gone is 53 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Holy moly. What? That's insane, Joe. That is incredible. Oh my goodness. Woo! I think I have 30 seconds on the clock. So I'll get there. I'll get to your 53 minutes and with some practice.
Well, one thing I've done with all the previous videos is I get my guest to call out somebody else. Obviously, that's how you got here, isn't it? Called you out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could call somebody else out to be on the other side and be in one of these staring contest videos with me, who would it be?
Ooh, if I had to call anybody out, I would want to call out this is a good question. I would call out, oh man, who have I messaged last on? I would call out the Bobby Lobby. Okay. He's a Twitch content creator. He's been on shows with me with Amazon Twitch. He's an amazing guy. And I would just love to see how long he lasts in the staring contest. That'll be a fun time.
Well, you've heard it straight from Red. You've been called out. So let me know if you would like to be in one of my next staring contest videos. I would love to have you on. So, Red, what do you have going on? What do you have to talk about? What do you have to plug?
We're doing the Avatar SMP stuff. If you guys go to avatarsmp.com, you guys can actually see all the streamers that are in the program that I've been building for the last couple months, alongside our web dev, our server admin. We've had a couple people working up behind the scenes on roleplay for the server, and that's it. I do have a big show coming up at the end of the month with a really, 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 really influential person. That actually might tie in a little bit to this conversation, but I can't tell you much about it at all. I can't talk about it just yet, but on the 26th, I'm going to be on a really, really important show with a really, really important person, and I can't talk about it just yet, but soon.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Me too. It's going to be a blast, Joe. I hope you check it out.
I most definitely will, and I hope all of my viewers will check it out too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode of Who's Joe YouTube Edition. If you haven't already liked the video, go ahead and do that. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. If you haven't already checked out Avatar SMP, there's going to be a link in the video description. Go ahead and check it out. Also, go ahead and follow Red on Twitter so that you will be one of the first to know about his big show when it is announced. I know I'm going to be checking it out, and I know I'm going to be waiting with bated breath.
Well, it does have to do something with, like why the Crafting Dead exists. But it's not going to be about Crafting Dead. It might be about The Walking Dead. Who knows?
Ooh.
Ooh. Who knows?
Before I finish the outro, what do you think would happen if Red and Negan faced off?
Ooh. Well, see, I like to think that if Red and Negan interacted, Negan was very much a brunt or a brute force. So he was very much let's go out there and do it. Red was a lot more intricate and smarter is the way he went around. So for example, when Negan's groups were running around on the roads, Negan's groups would have just disappeared on the roads. And that's probably how it would have went. So I'd like to think that they would never have interacted. Red would have had the upper hand. Red would have had the upper hand unless Red messed up. But that's probably how it would have went.
Alrighty, shots fired. Well, there's going to be one video that I've recommended down here at the bottom left, one video that YouTube has recommended down here on the bottom right. Watch one of them, watch all of them, and keep tuned for Red's big show announcement. And we will see you the next time.
Bye, y'all.